All right, what's going on, people? How are we doing this evening? Uh, so first of all, we got Kaiju Kitty in here. What's going on, sir? Um, Let me adjust the volume here. We'll get some music going here. Um, so obviously this was a very busy weekend for a lot of us wrestling folk because or last weekend, excuse me, because it was WrestleMania season. You know, this shit only comes around. Well, it used to only come around 364 days a year. Excuse me, I was messing with the mini fridge here. So it only comes around 360. It used to come around 364 days a year. Now it comes around every like 363 days a year because WrestleMania runs 2 nights. Um, and so because they had WrestleMania in Vegas this year, Vegas is 2 hours behind because they run on Pacific time. So it kind of fucked up my schedule. So I was up until people were up until like 11, 12 o'clock at night watching fucking WrestleMania. So I don't appreciate that. Next year it'll be in NOLA. So at least it'll be on my time zone, so I don't feel like I'm losing fucking 2 hours of sleep on trying to keep up with WrestleMania, and then you got to watch the post show to get everyone's commentary on that stuff. I haven't been hearing anyone talk about it. What's going on, Tony? I saw you got back into Fortnite, bud. Look at you. Oh yeah, Jeff too. WrestleMania was interesting. I feel like we're gonna talk about it. I want to talk about the figures first because a lot of these surprised me, and I am gonna be fucked when these go up for pre-order. So we're gonna pull that up. And yeah, it was good. Would I say it was better than last year? It's tough. It's tough because night 1 and night 2 for the main event last year was good. Night 1's main event was really good. Night 2's main event was kind of, I mean, I don't know if we were expecting that much. We have a heel John Cena that just doesn't give a fuck. So, he's not there to entertain you people. He's here to fucking win a title. His 17th, which, you know what? We got to give an applause. I knew it would happen one day. I just didn't know when it was going to happen. But, love Cena, hate Cena. You got to give the man props for him putting in the work for that stuff. So I'm trying to... God, they showed a lot of figures off. And this was just between Thursday and Friday. They showed off a lot of figures. So I'm trying to find a fucking starting point for this. Or where this even starts. I guess right here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this ball rolling here. How long does WrestleMania really need to be? Pretty soon. It's gonna be like Shark Week. I mean, for a first timer, I got it, yada yada, but this felt more like you gotta be here for all of it to lead here. Well, that's how they get you. You gotta. Everything starts. Technically, everything starts the Monday after WrestleMania. That's why they hype up Monday the Monday after Mania, they hype it up to get you to watch it because that is technically where everything starts in terms of your storylines and all that stuff is where it starts, and then it goes into the next pay-per-view, which I think is Backlash. I think is the next pay-per-view, which is in St. Louis. And then you have SummerSlam in Jersey, which Alpha might be taking a fucking trip to Jersey, dude. We might be trying to make that shit happen. I might try to go to SummerSlam this year. Who the hell is Randy Orton? Whoa. Don't be respecting my boy Randy Orton like that, all right? Mr. Randall Keith Orton, all right? That is... Randy Orton came from the OVW class of 2002, which, if you don't know the WCW, see, I got WCW on the brain because I cut a hell of a fucking promo on LSWA. If you're not a member, go be a member of Tony's channel there. Go be a member of Tony's channel because WCW Thunder was good. All right, it was good. I didn't know Tony was placing the promo right there. My blueprints I was given for my promo, my bullet points I had to hit were a little bit different, but it worked out. So Shane, that's what happens. All right, that's what happens when you talk shit in your promo, bud. All right, I'm coming after you. All right, I'll get my qualifying match. All right, I don't know who I'm facing, who I need to face to get a match with you, but it's happening. All right, it is. All right, so now we're getting into the figures. All right, so we got the next defining moments set. These are all ringside exclusives. So these are just kind of like the prototypes that they showed. So they got the hair versus hair match, Kurt Angle, which is great. He's got the toupee with the wrestling gear on his head. He's got the shaving cream you could put on his head. We got Austin from Mania 13, which actually has blood on his head, which is pretty cool. We have 1-8 stand. I think this is either 05 or 06. I think it's 05, 1-8 stand 05, Paul Heyman, which this is a must for me. And then we got Logan Paul, which is whatever. I kind of wish that they just put someone else in there instead. But yeah, this Kurt Angle looks good. It's got it looks like someone took a shit on his head, but it's supposed to be shaving cream. This Austin has blood on his head, but they didn't put it in the render. This Paul Heyman looks fantastic. Look at that Paul Heyman. That's fucking sick. But I don't understand why they fucking put a Logan Paul here. He hasn't been with the company long enough. He's a fucking schmuck, and his US title run was pretty dog shit because he wasn't even on TV. Like you barely saw that fucking title. So I don't know what we're doing there. This is the next from the Vault series. So you got I call it the Schmutz NWO Schmutz gear, where it looks like Schmutz running down the vest and the elbow pads and the arm pads. But it has a way better scan. This used to be a ringside exclusive. But now he has the 2 sweet hands, better scan. We got Nicotronis right here. To me, he'll always be Kevin Nash. Nico will always be big sexy to me. But this looks awesome. He has the NWO title. He's in the black and red gear. This Mick Foley is awesome because he has like a soft goods sleeveless vest. And he's got a better scan. The 2x4 with the barbed wire is cool. Yeah, that Scott Hall is pretty dope. I like that. There's Nico. This RVD, I like this singlet too. So solid wave there. Got a solid wave going on there. These are going to be the Survivor Series elites for this year. Damn it, I clicked on the wrong fucking thing. Oh, damn it, did I lose my fucking place? Oh. Damn, dude. I lost my... Well, we'll get to it, but this is what that Austin looks like. That prototype Austin is actually going to have the blood on his face. And why does it keep fucking clicking to a different hashtag, dude? What is going on? My fucking stream is being self-sabotaged here. So yeah, that's what that Austin looks like. He's going to have the blood like smeared all over his face and it'll be on his teeth. I couldn't tell you what Ultimate Edition Brett that is, but they still haven't gotten his face right. They've been doing these elite figures since I want to say like 2009, and they have yet to get Bret Hart's face right. It's pretty fucking sad. I think they just hate Bret at this point. They fucking hate him. They're just like, we hate you. We hate you. We put you in the Hall of Fame this weekend, but we fucking hate you because we can't get your face scan right. So yeah, in terms of the gear here, you got what's his name from Judgment Day, which is whatever. Mr. I fucking concussed myself on Netflix. You got the 123 Kid, which I don't know what this gear is from. Tony can let me know. The Survivor Series Cody is cool. He didn't wear this at War Games, but this is what he looked like on the poster for War Games. Don't know why they keep giving him these fucking hands, dude. I hate these hands. They're like massive. This Brett looks pretty good. I don't know what. And then you got a Nick Aldis. So you buy all these. If you buy all these, you could build the general manager of. Is it SmackDown? I think. But you could use this to make a custom Owen Hart if you wanted to. You need to. Obviously, you got to do some work, but it could work. Here's that Walmart 3-pack that comes with the Miz R-Truth. It comes with this very displeased Triple H. That table is cool. The table's cool. Tag titles are cool, but that, I mean, if you want just the table, I would wait till clearance because these fucking things always go on clearance. This is the next wave of those Target exclusive legends. So American Badass Undertaker. This Terry Funk that's pretty fucking cool. I may have to get that one. And I think he's the Chase. This Great Muta looks sick too. I don't know which one is the regular or the Chase. It could be either one of those, but the Great Muta looks awesome. He got fucking Billy Gunn, one half of the Smoking Guns. And then you got the Godfather with no hose. You'll have to provide your own hose for the hoe train. You got a young Carlito, Michelle McCool with a broken women's title. I forgot his name. And I have this Kurt Angle on pre-order. This fucking Kurt Angle is sick. You could technically use this. You could use this for either his last run, like his 2000s run in WWE as the Wrestling Machine, or you could use this as his TNA. You could use that as a TNA Kurt Angle if you wanted to. And just give him like all the fucking TNA titles. You got the Red Rooster, which I think got a re-release. This like coked the fuck out Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I don't know what's going on with that head scan. You got a sad Virgil with all his money that he made at the conventions. You have a young Cody Rhodes. This is like fucking Legacy. I remember when he was in Legacy, so this is a little throwback. That's a great Dusty, though. It's a great Dusty. If you didn't get the Ultimate Edition Dusty, which I think he might still be at Target. I don't know if he's on pre-order anymore. Or not pre-order, on clearance. He was on sale for like $17 or some shit like that. Then you got Lola Vice. If you've been keeping up with NXT, you should know who Lola Vice is. So I don't know. I like how my computer updates and then it just starts acting up. I can't have a consistent fucking stream going on here. That's awesome. So yeah, you got Lola Vice. Let's see. I don't know, maybe that's either an extra head or some shit. It's hard to tell with these prototypes. But we got the fucking Cody Rhodes that we've been waiting like almost 2 years for. This fucking thing got shown at Comic-Con, I feel like 2 years ago. But it's the pink like salmon pink suit Cody, which looks a little bit better. I still don't know why they do this to his figures. I don't know why. But it always feels like they either make his head scan too big or they drill the head too deep for the peg and he just looks like he has a no neck. Like he looks like he has a no neck. So you have to like pop the head off and do the hot glue trick to fix his head. But it's a good suited figure. I like the pink over this one, and he's gonna come with the WWF championship as well. So there's that. So better head scan for Cody. They're getting a little bit better. Got LA Knight in the Jordan gear, which is pretty cool. So a lot of these are just prototypes. We'll probably see a lot of these at Comic-Con, and they'll look a little bit better. So they're doing a new Liv Morgan with the I think that's like the second figure to come with this new women's title, even though I feel like we should be getting them more consistently. We got our new Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dom, here. This is probably his best figure. I think that's probably his best figure. So now we got to wait like 3 years to get an Intercontinental title. We got the soon-to-be on clearance at Walmart 3-pack. We got the wave of Monday Night War figures that will probably never show up at Walmart because their distribution sucks. but that Great Muta looks kind of cool. This one to me looks kind of stupid, but that one looks cool. We got a Pleased with Himself Ted DiBiase. And we got a NWO Hogan with a beanie. And then we got Tony's NXT favorite, Ethan Page, getting his first figure. Actually, for his first figure, head scan's pretty fucking good. Usually they fuck up your first figure. We get a new Braun Breaker, who's no longer our IC champion, but I do like this gear. So, pretty good. They showed the next Coliseum collection, which are those Mattel Creations exclusives. So you got this weird Ultimate Warrior with the tie-dye gear, and then you also have the Honky Tonk Man, which is, I mean, it's cool. I actually thought this was a Target exclusive because it's usually they do like these older figures for the Target line. But he has like what's it called? Like a breakable piece for the guitar, so I don't know if it breaks apart or if there's like a piece that pops off and you can put that on, but this is the one right here, right? This is the fucking money, people. Hang on, I gotta keep up with the chat here. Let's see. The best WrestleMania I watched live was the one where Sheamus beat Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds. Randy Orton is the guy who does RKO, which is basically a modified diamond cutter. He thinks he's a snake. With the forever cast on his arm. Yeah, also the guy who almost gave Undertaker hepatitis, which is, why is he taking on Cena? Yeah, they are fucking awful, Nico. They're terrible. If he doesn't come with, no, none of these Austins are gonna come with the middle finger hands, so you're gonna have to buy the Valaverse packs to do it. Some faces are tough to get. Anyone with high cheekbones is gonna be an issue. There you go, Rosie. I have that Elite 3 tied that hideous neck tattoo. Hey, listen, a little acetone goes a long way. So, Nico and I are probably the only two that are excited about this figure. I have been wanting a really good, like, prime CM Punk figure, and they showed this to us at the Mattel creation stream like a couple of months ago, and I was so happy to see this. This is one of the few things that was good that came out of that god-awful WWE version of ECW was CM Punk. When the ECW title still looked good, it didn't look like a silver piece of shit. And I know that I wasn't the only one that got hyped the fuck up on Saturday when they did the CM Punk promo package before the main event and heard his Kill Switch Engage theme. That made me so happy because to me that is his best theme. Cult of Personality is his more popular theme, but his Kill Switch Engage theme is the better of the two. And this is fucking awesome. When it goes up for pre-order, I'm getting it because it's so good. The head scans are great. The fact that there's the hands on, or the tape, the hand tape is all sculpted now. It's good. It's good. I know it's gonna sell out. So if you're looking at getting this Punk, whenever they announce the time, the date when this is going up, get your shit ready. Make sure you're logged in because this is probably gonna sell out quick. We got the Evolution version of Randy Orton, which this might also be a pickup because this was when Randy Orton had just turned heel. When he couldn't get over with his babyface run because he came into WWE as a babyface. But then he turned heel and Evolution took him in. And they made the sad mistake of making him world champion when he wasn't ready. But this is awesome. I love seeing the Oval IC title. That was my IC title. So I love it. Head scans look good. Evolution shirt looks good. This Undertaker looks great. It's an Ultimate Edition version of the Legend Series one that we got a while back. But I love it. That coat looks great with the little pockets. Tie looks good. Head sculpts look great. So I might have to look into that. We're not even going to talk about that Shawn Michaels. That is fucking awful. These I'm getting all these. This has been a must for me. I have the Ultimate Edition Fiend from a couple of years ago, so what I've been told, or at least what we've been told, is these three are a 3-pack, and then these two are just going to be regular elites. So once I get those, they're all going behind me on the shelf with all my creepy, scary shit. But these all look great. There's Captain Howdy. Captain Howdy, Uncle Howdy. Yeah, these all look fucking sick. And that Ultimate Edition Bray Wyatt is gonna be cool too. I'm gonna hold off judgment until I see this like fully painted with the true FX and all that stuff. For Obafemi. So, but it's nice that we're getting his figure. I think that's Austin Theory. A lot of these are hard to tell because they're these fucking renders, and I can't tell. That's a Carmelo Hayes, which we'll see. We'll see. I'm skipping over the basics and shit because I don't collect those, and I don't think anyone really does. This Ultimate Edition Punk with the Bret Hart gear, instant fucking buy for me. Beautiful. Torso looks good. Now they're giving us the sculpted hand tape and the wrist tape. Chef's kiss. That pink is perfect. Head scans look good. All the extra hands are great. So it's an instant buy for me. Spaley looks pretty good too. I mean, for like an Ultimate Edition, they're doing that little thing where they're combining like the sculpted stuff with the soft goods. So pretty good. And that's probably her best head scan they've done. So, and this is, I think this was her WrestleMania 40 gear. I think this was her gear from last year. So pretty cool. Can't really, I don't know about that second head scan, but that first one, it's pretty good. Can't complain. I think this is a Target exclusive 4-pack. I pre-ordered this. I already told Gaines he can have the San Martino and the Ultimate Warrior. I just want the Cena, and I want this Roman Reigns. Because that is a great scan for our tribal chief. He may not be our Universal Champion anymore, our undisputed champion anymore, but that's a great fucking Roman Reigns skin. And plus, I don't really do like the older wrestlers. I just have no attachment to it. But I mean, they look pretty good. Dead skins look okay. This I'm pretty sure Tony is probably gonna buy. This fucking they're doing a curtain call 4-pack, so you get Scott Hall, our chief, our COO with the big nose, Triple H, get a Shawn Michaels, and you get a Kevin Nash, and they all have the 2 sweet hands. And what they also said was each one of these is going to come with like a different head. So that Shawn is going to have a regular head, and then he's going to have one with the messy hair. This Triple H is going to have one like this, and he's going to have messy hair. That Scott Hall is going to have one with messy hair. So they're all going to have extra heads. And then I think this is maybe an Ultimate Edition. I can't really tell what that one is. It looks like an Ultimate Edition just from where the torso is. So I don't know. And then the only one I want from this is I just want that Brian Pillman. I told Tony this like a while back. I was like, if they do a loose cannon Brian Pillman, I'm fucking buying it. And here we go, right here. Right here is the base for it. Everything else don't really care about. I don't really collect those little thingamabobs. I guess this is the next wave up here. And then we're getting the Kurt Angle with the IC title, European title, and then we're getting the only one that really matters, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, which looks fucking awesome. There's a better picture of him, like if I scroll up a little bit, but yeah, this is fucking, that's peak. That is the peak of what they showed was the fucking Scott Steiner. So now you'll be able to take pictures of him cutting his fucking Steiner math promos. So pretty awesome, pretty fucking cool, pretty happy with what we got going on there in terms of what's been shown so far. But like these little knuckle cruncher things, I don't collect those little Hasbro thingamabobs, so I don't really care about. They're doing this as a 3-pack, which I think is going to be a Walmart exclusive, but I will definitely get one. That clear John Cena, if I see it, I'll get it. If not, then it's whatever. It's not one of those, but I think it's pretty funny that they did like a translucent version of John Cena. But this 3-pack with the 3 John Cenas, or it's like the evolution of him, is cool. And I need that US spinner title too, because I don't have it. So yeah, they showed like all the. So yeah, here's like that Stone Cold. So yeah, if you thought you were getting middle fingers with this, you're not gonna get middle fingers with your Stone Colds. It's not happening. Mattel ain't giving you middle fingers. So you're gonna have to either make them yourself, or you're gonna just have to buy the Valverse packs. But this Kurt Angle, pretty fucking funny. He even comes with the little electric racer too. So pretty good. There's that Paul Heyman. So I like it. It's a pickup for me. They showed this Penta, and he's going to be a ringside exclusive. And they're trying something new with this, where you're going to be able to switch out the mouthpieces. So they're going to have different mouthpieces you could switch out instead of different heads. So we'll see how that works out. Oh yeah, and they showed this Cody Rhodes, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that. In the box, looks pretty cool with his dog. You got the Jey Uso with the fucking the foam fingers. It's kind of cool. It's different. It's kind of fun. I like it. It's very toyetic, so I'm okay with it. I think it looks cool. I wasn't expecting the CM Punk. I think this was like a dark match or something, but easily could use this to make an ROH Punk, which is pretty good. You got Fatu, you got the Croc, you got GI Bro, which I don't know what the fuck that's from, but I'm sure Nico can tell me what the hell that is. GI Bro. And then you got, I don't know, Nico, you're gonna have to fill me in. Fill me in with that. That's what this Kurt Angle is gonna look like. That singlet is, I might have to buy it. I might have to buy it because the stupid ass like fully cloth singlet, it didn't really work that well. But this, I like this gear. This gear is nice. Kurt Angle with hair. They're doing an Ultimate Edition Umaga, which is kind of cool. I wish they gave him the IC title. Ultimate Edition Dirty Dom just looks better than his first. They actually got his face right. This Ultimate Edition Eddie is it's a pickup for me, just because they fucked up his torso for the last one they did. He was just too jacked. Like, it just didn't look great. Like, it sat too big on the upper part. So if they fixed it with this torso, then I'm game for it. Yeah, so there you go. There's that Randy Orton, the fucking shocked face. So so far I don't really got any complaints with I ain't really got any complaints with the stuff that they showed. I mean, am I gonna get everything? No. Am I gonna cherry pick? Yeah. I mean, I always cherry pick. I know there's wrestling collectors that they collect everything, and so I mean, it's the same thing with other lines like classified and stuff like that, where everyone grabbed every single Joe and every single Cobra. I didn't. I cherry picked. So I think it's one of those. I like it. I kind of like the blue trunks. The gold on there is good. But if the head scans are good, then I'll grab it. If not, then whatever. This Tiffany Stratton, I'm gonna grab. Obviously, bro, it's fucking Tiffy time here. Alpha represents and approves of Miss Stratton, our women's champion. I have her first Elite coming from Big Bad Toy Store, and I kind of like the gear, but the face is kind of fucked on it, so it's whatever. These Dudleys are a must get for me because I didn't get the ECW ones, and I didn't get the other ones, so I need a set of Dudleys. They got the WWF titles. Obviously, they don't got the WWF scratch logo on there because they can't, but these look good. These are Ultimate Editions. We'll probably see those at Comic-Con. Got Uncle Howdy. I almost said Captain Howdy. Lyra Valkyria. Roll Keeper is probably happy about this one, and Nico might be too, even though Nico and I were hoping they were going to show us Stephanie Vakir, so then he could have a Mrs. Nico to go with his custom action figure that he's making. But this Julia is awesome. I'll put her with my like little section of Joshi wrestlers. This Mr. Fuji is fucking awesome. I didn't know that they had. I don't know if they just re-signed a Legends deal with Mr. Fuji or if they had one, but I don't even think they made a Mr. Fuji for the Mattel line. I know they did for the Jax line, but I don't think they did for Mattel. And then obviously the one that all of you are excited for is Axe and Smash of Demolition with their BDSM gear they got going on there. And then we got Lex Luger in the like NWO Wolfpack gear. There's all those basics, and like these are what the Survivor Series boxes look like. They're kind of, they're whatever, but these are, yeah, like this is the prototype for that Punk. So it's that Jey Uso. This is still up for pre-order on Mattel Creations. And I might pull the trigger on this because I liked this gear that he wore at Mania last year. And the fact that they're both Ultimate Edition figures is nice. And they have like the little smoochy faces. This box is fucking cool. I like that. That might be one of those where you get one to rock and one to stock just because of the box. And then this is the ringside exclusive, so they have his dog and the leash and his weight belt and all that stuff. And I want to say that's pretty much everything that they showed. So yeah, pretty much a lot of... Why does he have a dog? Because that's his dog, Pharaoh. He's had that dog for... God, he's had that dog a long time. G.I. Bro is Booker T. Who the fuck is that? When was he G.I. Bro? Early WCW and tail end WCW. Jesus. They were like, yeah. They were like, yeah, so Booker, you know, Harlem Heat, it ain't working out, man. It's not working out, but we got a new gimmick for you. You ever heard of G.I. Joe? Well, guess what, bud? We can't call you G.I. Joe, but we're going to rip off G.I. Joe. We're calling you G.I. Bro. That must have been... Did the dog wrestle? No, the dog didn't wrestle, but that's his dog. And he came out with an entrance with the dog. I already knew it was going to happen. God damn it. I just watched The Last of Us episode 2, so I was sobbing. What's up? What's up, Riley? Norman Reigns. I love that fucking clip, dude. I love Angry Grandma. I love Angry Grandma so much. Kick his fucking ass, Norman. Norman Reigns. Gritty, what are you doing? Watching fucking wrestling. The blue chipper tied that. Oh, the blue chipper. That's right. Oh, I didn't watch the. I ain't watching the what's it called? Watching the TV show. I played the games. Or well, no, I played the first one. I didn't play the second one because we ain't gonna get into it. But you know, for all of you that are watching the show, enjoy. But yeah, so that was all of the stuff that they showed. A lot of them interested me. Some of them I know I'm gonna get. Some of them are not for me, but if you're like a WWF or like Attitude Era collector, you guys are eating pretty good. You guys are eating pretty fucking good as of recently. So, and then Kamala just signed a Legends deal with Mattel, so expect a lot of like Legend series or like Legends figures of Kamala. Expect like a close version of his little older, I think, Hasbro figure. So just expect a lot of that stuff. Who the fuck else signed? Someone else signed a Legends deal recently. I can't remember who it was, but it was someone that they weren't expecting. I know Haku signed I think he signed a Legends deal, so I'm waiting for a Haku figure because that is going to be the shit. All right, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna talk. This is gonna be our actual wrestling talk. So I don't know if Tony's here. If Tony went to go, if he left to go play Fortnite. I know he's hooked on Fortnite. Everyone's hooked on Fortnite. Everyone's hooked on the Fortnite recently. I don't know if it's because of the Ninja Turtle stuff that they dropped yesterday, or if it's because they're doing all Star Wars season next week. But or is it next week? It might be like next week or the week after. Yeah, man. So yeah, so we're gonna go through night 1 and night 2. Night 1 I felt was a little bit better personally than night 2. Kind of confused why they put the world heavyweight title as the opener match instead of like the second to last match on the card is beyond me. I feel like if anything, if there was a way to rearrange this card, I would have probably put the Rey Fenix match first, especially if they were going to squash him the way that they did, which is, personally, I wouldn't have done that just because that was his first match in the company, and it's kind of given a bad look that you don't really have much faith in this newest signee that you fought and negotiated hard to get into your company. So the Jey Uso and Gunther match, it was okay. Was it the most entertaining championship match? Not entirely. But is it nice that we have a new world champion? Yes, because my God, they fucked up Gunther's title reign so bad. Even though they should have booked him like a dominant heel champion where he just goes in and just whoops everyone's ass, because I mean, that's what he did on the indies. That's what he did in NXT. That's why he was the longest reigning NXT UK champion. So, kind of sucks. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. I agree with what Tony said. If he by the time SummerSlam comes around, if it doesn't work, then expect him to drop the title. Who he's going to drop it to? I don't know. It could be he could drop it to Seth. I don't know. The tag team championship match was it was okay. I mean, the New Day are heels, so they pulled off heel tactics to get the win, so it worked out. Jade versus Naomi, pretty good match. I was entertained. Jade came out with the Storm from X-Men gear, which is kind of cool. The better match was the United States Championship match against Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. Very impressive save of a botch, because LA Knight botched the BFG, but they managed to make a really cool spot out of it. And then Jacob Fatu hitting that beautiful moonsault to win the championship. So I'm glad, I'm happy for him. He won his first title. I could definitely see him as a world champion one day. I think just give it some time, but he's definitely over. He's over as fuck with the people. So I think it works. And his promos are entertaining, so it works out. The Rey Fenix match was kind of shit. That's why I said that they should have just put it on first. So that should have been rearranged for here. That way, I feel like the crowd would have popped a little bit more for Jay winning. The Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte match, it was okay. As Nico calls her, old Charles over there, Charles Flair. Nico's got a grudge against the fucking shape-shifting demon that is Charlotte Flair, because to me, she looked like a fucking shape-shifting demon. She seems to shapeshift every time we see her. It's honestly astounding. They should cast her as Mystique from X-Men at this point. It was a little bit of a hard watch because it felt like there was a lot of sandbagging in this match, and I was like, I don't know. But she did the job. All right, she did the job. They didn't put her over. They didn't bury the newer talent. So I suppose I should give Charlotte a little bit of props for at least putting over the younger talent, even though she should have did that a while ago with Asuka, because she fucking buried Asuka at WrestleMania. She buried Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. So it's nice that our shape-shifting demon, Charlotte Flair, decided to put over the younger talent, who is significantly better in the ring than Charlotte. So, and then we have our main event, which was Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, who is going through so much right now. He's there's a power struggle going on there. He has lost his walrus, that is Paul Heyman, the wise man, the walrus, Paul Heyman, to what we thought was CM Punk. The promo package, like I said, for CM Punk was fucking awesome. If you didn't watch it, go watch it. It was great. Makes me wish they would use Killswitch Engage as his theme again. I just to get that nostalgia back. And then the swerve that none of us saw coming was Paul Heyman not hitting the Tribal Chief and the Tribal Jewels, but also hitting CM Punk in the Jewels, the family Jewels as well. 2 low blows, and now he has sided with Seth Rollins. So I'm curious to see where this goes. And then something happened on Raw too. I was fucking spoiled because I was just too tired to watch Raw on Monday. And then Sunday we had the women's triple threat between our champion Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and my who I wish was my wife, Rhea Ripley. She's peak. So it was a good match. Rhea got an old shiner in that match. Nice old black eye she got from that. But Io Sky won, which to me was the right choice. I was a little worried that they were going to bury poor Io and have a new champion crowned, but they didn't. Io Sky won, which is good. She should. Very slept on. Poor Io's been slept on for years, I feel. I knew Io Sky when she was Io Shirai in Stardom, because her and Kairi started out in Stardom around the same time. Which, if you haven't seen any of their matches in Stardom, you're doing yourself a disfavor. And then in NXT, she had some really good matches. So she's very, very good. She's very good talent. I just kind of sucks that she got fucking buried at WrestleMania last year. So, hopefully this time a little bit better booking for Io. We had a street fight between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. It was a little underwhelming to me. How are you going to have a street fight and no one gets busted open? What is this shit? How are you going to have a street fight and not go all the way? Like, push that pedal all the way with the street fight. Like, I want to see some chair shots, some kendo sticks. I want to see someone get smacked in the head with the fucking side stairs. I want to see someone get busted open. All right? I want some bloodshed in a street fight. It's a street fight. There's no rules. Come on, man. If you could have Drew McIntyre and CM Punk pour buckets of blood in a Hell in a Cell match, you can have it in a street fight. I'm not asking for like fucking blood all over the ring. I'm just saying I want someone to get busted. I want to see a little bit of blood in there. It's supposed to be a street fight. It's supposed to be ruthless. Come on, people. What are we doing here? Just a little bit. The IC Championship match, the Fatal 4-Way between, I guess, no longer Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio. They're finally breaking up Judgment Day. Thank God. This faction has run its fucking course months ago. It should have been ended. We need to end this fucking faction. For the love of God, please just end it. We had Penta, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, who's been booked like shit for the past couple of years. I've already expressed my thoughts on Finn Balor's booking. It's dog shit. How are you going to do the OG, the originator of the Bullet Club, so fucking dirty like this? Had one of the strongest title runs in NXT, won the Universal Championship, had to relinquish it because of an injury, and has not won a main event title in fucking years, and is just stuck in the mid card. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. I want better booking for Finn Balor. All right. If I had 2K25, if they put 2K25 on sale for Black Friday, I will buy it and I will fucking stream it and show you how you properly book a talent. I'm not going to be able to go all the way 11 out of 10 production level with Tony with LSWA. I'm not going to be able to provide that. There's no way. That is one of a kind production that you're not going to get anywhere else. But it was a good match. Penta didn't eat the pin, which is good, so he still looks strong. The open challenge, Randy Orton's open challenge, I was not expecting our fucking TNA champion Joe Hendry to come out, but that was awesome. He got a little pop. The crowd was singing his little theme. He has his own WrestleMania shirt now. Took a great RKO from Randy. That I've seen that shit been memed, and it's gonna be memed, and it's perfect. So Joe Hendry didn't win. It's okay though. I don't think the loss is gonna really affect him. He still got momentum going. I just definitely wasn't gonna see them putting over a TNA talent over a veteran like Randy Orton. And then we had this fucking snore fest of a match. Logan Paul, AJ Styles. We're passing over it. I don't care. It was so fucking boring. I almost fell asleep on the couch watching it. So fucking boring. I don't understand. And it's not AJ's fault. It's just once you've seen a Logan Paul match, you've pretty much seen every Logan Paul match. And the fact that they have him with a finisher that is like a punch. It's just a punch. And that's just supposed to knock somebody out because he has a titanium plate in his hand. I was like, what is this, 1984? Like, what kind of stupid ass shit is that? Like, get an actual finisher. Like, I don't care that he had some scam boxing career. That's not even boxing. When you box old ass UFC, former UFC wrestlers and like older retired boxers, that's not a boxing career. You have to box like actual current boxers. Like actual people that are boxing currently. Then I will be like, okay, you're actually a legitimate boxer. But you can't fight old ass UFC and old ass boxers and try to justify yourself as a boxer. It's just he's a fucking schmuck. We're moving on. He's a fucking schmuck. We're moving on here. The women's tag team championship match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria and a returning Becky Lynch. The man has returned. The man has come around once again. And they won the tag titles, but for some reason on Raw, Liv and Raquel had the fucking tag titles. So I'm very confused. So like, was this recorded before Mania, or like, what are we doing? Who is holding these titles? I don't understand what's going on with that. And then we have the main event between who was our former undisputed champion, Cody Rhodes. The people turned against Cody. Once again, they turned against our champion. And I think they turned against him because the stats popped up. I like that they put the little stats on the side of the screen. And tell me why he has been champion. He was champion for 390 something days, or 300 70 something days, and they had him defend this fucking title 9 times. How do you defend a title 9 times in a year? What kind of shit booking is that? What kind of fighting champion is that? What is going on here? All right, Mr. Levesque, I have questions about your choice of booking champions because that is pitiful. That is awful. That is terrible. I guarantee you, if you put Cody Rhodes' stats of him as an undisputed champion from when he won at Mania last year until he lost it this last weekend at Mania, and you put it up against John Cena's US title run, he had more defenses with that US title than Cody Rhodes did with the Undisputed Championship. That's pitiful. All right, that's awful. So of course, as promised, we get no entrance music, we get no new theme, we get no new title, we get no new gear, we get nothing because we don't deserve it. Because John Cena is an asshole and the people hate him. They think he's a fucking schmuck. The people have turned against John Cena. And he's turned against us. So he came out with just his regular gear. I love this picture that they always keep using. He looks like he just sucked on a fucking lemon, and that is his reaction. He's just got like just the pissy look on his face. So anyway, a lot of people didn't like it. They did not approve of this main event. They thought it sucked. But I feel like a lot of you went in with higher intentions than needed, because if you thought that you were going to get like a fucking 5-star classic between a heel John Cena and a Cody Rhodes, you're mistaken. You're mistaken. He's here to ruin wrestling. All right. He's here to ruin wrestling. You're not getting 5-star classics. You're not getting big matches from Big Match John anymore. All right. This is a new John Cena. He doesn't give a fuck if you like it or you don't. And that's that. So that was WrestleMania. I think the highlight from night one, either the US title match or the triple threat match was really good. From Sunday, IC title match was good. The women's match was pretty good too. And then for like shits and giggles, the opening challenge was kind of funny. The fact that like Randy Orton was kind of bopping his head to the Joe Hendry theme. I was like, yeah, you see, I was like, you could be a face or a heel, but that Joe Hendry entrance music, it goes fucking hard. Like you're gonna find yourself fucking clapping to "I Believe in Joe." It's too catchy. It's too catchy to. It's too catchy. Pharaoh wrestled for the Intercontinental Championship. Lana is anal spelled backwards. Penta 2. J-match sucked. I mean, yeah, that's why I said you don't. That's why I said they shouldn't have opened it for the match. Just kind of leave it towards the end of the card. Just they should have opened with the fucking Rey Fenix match. If it was going to be that shit and like that kind of lackluster, then they should have just been like, well, what's it called? But you know what? It was supposed to be Rey Mysterio. Unfortunately, he got attacked. And you know who attacked him? It was fucking Alpha. All right, I attacked him. I put that old bastard out on his back. Like I said I would. Coming from my fucking Cruiserweight Championship. So yeah, we talked wrestling. It was pretty good. I would have had something to open, but I was impatient. So I bought this at Target. I almost bought the. What else was a trick or treat pack? I didn't think Target was gonna have anything good because I haven't been in a while. But they had this guy for $20, so I bought him. This is my first Ben Cooper figure, and I kind of like them. They're kind of cool. They're a little different. I didn't get the first version of this figure, so I got this one. This is like a glow in the dark version, but I kind of like them. You know, they're little trick or treaters. You know, that mask is pretty cool. Like that, his little creature from the Black Lagoon little thing. He's got a little trick or treat bag, so he'll go on my shelf back here with the trick or treaters from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. So I got those, and we got some progress on the fridge. So I went ahead and I painted the little mystery machine little pattern on there. I didn't do it on the sides yet. I'm still debating whether or not I wanted to do that. I fixed the door as well. I don't know if Riley's still in here, but I don't know if she had the same issue I did with mine where I couldn't get it to, like, I was able to plug it in, but it would just, whenever I go to close the door, it would just fall off. So I don't know if that was just a misprint, if mine just got misprinted or something, but I was able to fix it. But it opens up. I already put one of the little soda can, or one of the little racks in there, put soda cans in there. Because I made a trip to Hobbytown after work on Monday to get some paint to do this. So, but yeah, that's what the fridge is looking like right now. I think Gonzo wanted me to do an update on the fridge, so that's what we got going on there. I still have the all these little soda cans fell out. But it's coming along. It's gonna. I'm just taking my time with it. It's not. I'm not gonna rush the paint on this, just because if I rush it, then I'm gonna have to paint it more, and it's just gonna be too much of a hassle. So I'm not even gonna stress myself out over that. But it's pretty good, you know. I don't really have any complaints. Closes up fine. So I'm glad I got the door fixed. I have 3 more pieces I have to paint. I have to paint this little rack for the second shelf to put the soda cans on. I have the little drawer that's going to go on the bottom here. So when you open it, it's just supposed to slide. The hell? It's supposed to slide in here like that, and then you just put the little rack on there. You can put food and shit in there, and then it just closes. So yeah, you know, it's coming along. If you're curious, in terms of the paint that I used, for that orange, I used for the flower, I used this. I don't know how often you're going to be able to find this, because I don't think Hobbytown, or at least the one near me, isn't selling this anywhere, because they had it on sale. But it's like a local kind of business that does it. It's called Reaper Mini Paint. So I used this fire orange, The blue, I used this light blue. And then I used, what's it called? For the red, I used the Vallejo Mecha Color Red, which is, this is more like gunpla paint. This is like the stuff you use whenever you want to paint gunplas. So, I like Vallejo a little bit better to paint with than like the other paints. So yeah, it's coming along, guys. It looks a lot better than what it did. I like it though. I'm glad that I got the mini fridge to, at least I got the door to stay on here. I was up until like 3-4 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out how to get this fucking thing to work or to fix it, but I got it. So I got it. It worked out, people. So, oh, and then if you're curious, here's like a size comparison of him next to the fridge. So, yeah, don't really have much else to contribute here. But since we've been going for an hour and 19, usually I try to go an hour because I think Mikey is live right now, so I don't want to cross over anyone. So I'll wrap it up with this. I appreciate everyone that came last week to watch Toy Gains and I talk about metal music, 80s metal, and talk about our albums. And I appreciate everyone being respectful in the chat, and also being engaging as well, and what's it called, and also being, like engaging, telling us your favorites, and kind of bouncing back and forth was really cool. So yeah, I appreciate you guys that stopped in and talked last week with us. And Gaines is always welcome on my channel. Angelo is an absolute menace in Fortnite. He is. So it's been fun to occasionally get to play Fortnite with him. Just a really nice guy. He's a man of few tastes, and it was really fun to get to do all that. So in terms of who we're having on next, I have no fucking idea. I don't know. So yeah. With that being said, though, thank you to everyone hearing me ramble for an hour and 20 minutes about all types of wrestling stuff. I just wanted to talk a little wrestling, a little WrestleMania, since it is that time of the year. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that stopped in, the few people that did. What we're doing next week, I think I should have my BBTS, my Big Bad Toy Store stuff, because I shipped it yesterday. So we should have all that in. So I don't know if I'll review the Mezco Ghostface on this channel or if I'm going to do it on the other channel that I have. The David and Lucy I'll review, and there are a few other things in there too, like the Super Action Stuff Arcade, which I have to reshoot the review because I found my blue tack. So oh, and then I also got some, I went to my honey hole and I grabbed some new little miniature stuff. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but I found some more miniature stuff for the dios. And I went back. I got some stuff for Gonzo too, so I'll give Gonzo that stuff whenever he comes down here for DFW. But pretty cool little finds. I think I found some. I found me a little honey hole, and I also found this too. It's I think it's meant for like miniatures for like trains and shit, but they had this for like gravel or stone or something like that, so might try this out, see what we're dealing with here for the price, and if it's good, then I might just start getting that shit over there. So any hoozles, that's gonna do it for me. You're what? Oh my god. Well, I have no idea what that is. I guess it must have been something I said, but anyway, I will see everyone next week. Hopefully I'll have my pile of loot next week to open and check out and stuff like that. If I'm like falling over my words, it's because I barely slept. Because fucking Gonzo wanted to play Warzone until 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to get a win. He was so locked in. Oh, something about pulling it. No, a honey. You know how people have like a certain store that they go to that's like their honey hole store, where it's like, oh, I go to this store to get certain things. Well, I go to this store to get 1/12 scale miniature stuff and shit to make dios with. So that's what it was. That's what it was. I also got a new X-Acto knife too for $1.75. So we'll see. This was also $1.75 too. So I won't mention the store, but if you know, you know. Just because the last time I mentioned it, I went to go get shit to make a dio with, and all the shit was gone. So yeah. That's what it was. No, it's none of that. It's not any of that. Okay, we're ending it. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see all of you next week.